Knowing what to expect after a candlestick signal allows the investor to have a much more clear and expectation analysis of what should happen next. As we can see in our recommendation of INO, it's still in this uptrend. It consolidated back to the T-line and now doing a J-hook type pattern using a Morningstar signal off the T-line. And you can see there's kind of a wedge formation in progress that if it opens positive, number one, it's confirming the Morningstar signal. And number two, if it breaks this level, it's telling us that that is not going to be a resistance level anymore, that we're probably now in wave one, wave two, going into wave three. This signal right here pretty much tells us they weren't going to close it below the T-line, and any further confirmation, bullish confirmation, tells us our next wave is in progress. The graphics of Candlestick allow the investor to make a much more concise and more informational analysis of what's going on in the markets. For example, today the Dow pulled all the way back to the T-line 50 and the downtrending channel that had been acting as resistance at one point now looks like it's acting as support, which makes this very clear that if the markets open positive tomorrow, that this wave is still in progress. Add to the fact that the NASDAQ was still trading higher or was not selling off today, neither was the S&P 500, merely indicated that the trend was still in progress. The pullback in the Dow was just profit taking in the bigger stocks. The same analysis for a potential breakout can be seen in the August live cattle, where we had a big reversal day mid last week, came up through the T-line. Now we're heading for this downtrending channel that if it breaches that with the strength of these signals and lots of juice left in the stochastics, that if they break this level, more than likely they're heading for the 200-day moving average. The graphics of candlesticks make it much more clear as to what happens at a resistance level. So if we can visually see what everybody else is watching, which is this downtrending channel, and it gets up here and does a little shooting star or a doji, that's more indication that this is still going to act as resistance versus a breakout. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.